Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This video is all about my first time. If you're confused, wait. I'm going to be talking about things like my first tweet. I'm going to be talking about my first job. Everything that has been a first for me. Well, nearly everything that has been a first for me. I've got a list of things here that I'm going to tell you about. And if you like this video and you want to see more, take a second to give this video a thumbs up right now. And if you already think that you might want to see some more videos from me, make sure that you've hit the subscribe button. Go on, do it. Thank you so much so far for all of the lovely comments and likes and subscribers that have joined me in my world of YouTube. And keep leaving ideas for more videos in the comments below. But for now, this is my first time. So here we go. My first tweet. Oh, I don't know if you can find out your first tweet. It was something like, what was it? It was something like, I've got 14,000 tweets here that I've done. So this is my first tweet or something like that. It's going to take me too long to go all the way back. I've been scrolling and I'm only back to April. So it's going to take me too long to scroll. But it was something like, so this is my first tweet. Something really unoriginal, but that was what it was. My first YouTube video, my very first YouTube video I think was one of my fitness videos, like way back, like over a year ago now. So yeah, that was one of my first ones. It was like an intro. First of all, I put up like an introduction to my videos, which was mainly me not knowing what to do and laughing. That was pretty much it. The first person you subscribe to on YouTube, I actually don't know. I'm gonna have a little look. I think one of the first people that I subscribed to was my friend Daisy, Beauty's big sister, because I filmed a video for her YouTube channel, and I think after that I subscribed to her. So let me have a little looky. Daisy was the first person. I'm not subscribed to that many people, if I'm honest. First Facebook profile picture. Oh God, okay, here we go. It was this. I don't know how well you can see that, but it was that. That's me. Oh, horrendous. That was my first Facebook profile picture, just me like that. And that was in 2006, 10 years ago. Oh my God, 10 years ago. Okay. Do you still talk to your first love? No, he was a boy from school. And I don't still live like where I grew up now, so there's no chance of me bumping into him. But if I ever did, I absolutely would talk to him. Yeah, I would do. I've got nothing against him. It wasn't like really bad or anything, but I just haven't seen him for years and years and years. Like, over 10 years now I haven't seen him, so no. I hope he's okay though. Maybe I'll reach out to him, check he's alright. What was your first alcoholic drink? Now I used to really, really hate drinking alcohol. I actually only started drinking it when I was about 24 or 25. Before then I would try alcoholic drinks and I didn't really like them. So I would say that one of my first alcoholic drinks was probably a cocktail, something like a mojito or something like that, because I still actually only really like cocktails or like rosé wine. I'm not a massive drinker. So yeah, that's probably like a fruity cocktail like a mojito. What was your first job? I worked in a pub when I was 18, called the Queen's Head. That was my first bit of like independence, like mum, dad, I'm a grown up now. Yeah. What was your first car? My first car was a Mini. Oh, actually, that's a lie. The first car that I drove was a Fiesta, because between when I was 17 and passed my test to when I was 18, I just drove a car that my parents had, which was a Fiesta. And then on my 18th birthday, they gave me a Mini. Oh, epic. So the Mini was my first car. The Fiesta wasn't really my car, it was their car that I just drove. Who was the first person you text today? The first person I texted today was my sister. She texted me really early this morning, and this is what she said. She texted me at 7:20 a.m. saying, "Did I leave my umbrella at your flat? I specifically took it out of the bath so I wouldn't forget, but I can't find it anywhere, so wonder if I left it there anyway. It's raining cats and dogs today too." And then an emoji. So she texted me at nearly 7:30 in the morning to ask if her umbrella was here. She doesn't live near me, so if it is here, there's nothing she can do about it. So I replied to her saying, "No, it's definitely not here." That was the first thing I texted this morning. Who was the first person you thought of this morning? Well, it was my sister, because I woke up and I had a text from her. So, her. She's just taking all of my firsts today. Who was your first grade teacher? I don't know what first grade is, but my first teacher at primary school, I think she was called Mrs. Maloney, and she was really skinny, and we used to sing this song that went like this. Mrs. Maloney, skinny and bony. That was it. It was just one line, really. It wasn't really a song. Mrs. Maloney, skinny and bony. That's actually quite mean now. She was just slim, but that was what we used to sing. We were like 4, so you know. Where did you go on your first ride on an airplane? I think one of my first holidays was like to Spain or somewhere. It wouldn't have been far. My parents would not have taken me to like Japan on my first holiday. It would have been somewhere like Spain, somewhere in Europe, so like a 2-hour flight. And I'd like to hope that I was very well behaved, because I would have been a baby. I've flown from like being a baby. Who was your first best friend, and do you still talk? Yes, I would say my first best friend was a girl called Sarah. And yeah, we still talk now, all the time. Friendship has lasted. Well, she's just part with me, basically. Where was your first sleepover? Oh God. This I don't know, but I do know that I was terrible at sleepovers. I used to get really homesick, and I used to cry, and I used to make my mum come and get me in the middle of the night because I hated it so much. I was terrible. I'm better now. What's the first thing you did this morning? Look at my phone. Look at my phone and have a bit of a drink that I always have on a bedside table. So I had some water. What's the first concert you ever went to? The first concert I ever went to, I think, was Westlife. The boy band Westlife. And I think it was for my friend Jessica. It was her like 11th birthday or something. And her parents hired a limo. And we all went from her house to the arena in this limo. And I was jealous because my parents never got me a limo for my birthday. Rude. First broken bone. I've never had a broken bone. Ah, that's a lie. When I was born, this bone here wasn't developed properly. So you could say that was my first broken bone, like my thumb thing. Joint. First piercing. My ears, and I think I was about 7 when I got my ears pierced. This first hole. I got the second hole done when I was about 17. So this is all I've got pierced. First foreign country you've gone to? Well, I would say that was Spain as well. Probably the first time I went on an airplane. Spain. First movie you remember seeing? I remember going to the cinema with my friend to watch Titanic, and we'd heard that it was really sad. And I was actually only 11 and it was rated 12. So I managed to get in the cinema, and I remember hearing that it was really sad. So we took loads of tissues. I didn't cry once. I wasn't even a little bit sad. Couldn't cry. I mean, I was sad, but I didn't cry. Also, there was definitely enough room for both of them on that plank of wood. Kate Winslet, damn you, you should have just moved. When was your first detention? I was actually pretty good at school, but I remember I was walking out of school once, so at the end of the day, the last bell had gone. I was exiting the premises just to go at home and get on with my life, and a teacher saw me with like that much of my shirt untucked, and I got a uniform detention for that. I mean, evil. Karma, I got you, Mrs. Sinclair. And that was my first detention. And I had to sit and write 100 lines of like, I will make sure my shirt is tucked in. Oh, hideous. Who was your first roommate? Well, I've lived at home for ages. Oh, actually, I lived in a flat when I was at college, and I lived with 3 other people. And I lived with a girl called Minty and 2 guys, one called Tom and one called Adam. We lived in a flat together. There were 4 of us in this 4-bedroom flat. And yeah, that was my first roommate, and I was 17. That was fun. That was really fun. What's the first thing you do when you get home? Take my shoes off and change into my comfy clothes, especially if I'm wearing like skinny jeans or like a skirt all day. I just want to put comfy clothes on. And if I'm wearing heels, shoes off straight away. Probably before I've even got to my front door. Whilst I'm like going up in the lift, I'll be taking my shoes off. When was your first kiss? My first kiss, I think I was 13, and it was with a boy from school. I don't really remember much about it, but I think that was my first kiss when I was 13. Yeah, I kind of feel like kissing's overrated. That's all I've got to say about that. So they are several of my first time things. I hope you enjoyed that video. Let me know in the comments below. Yeah, let me know what else you want to see, because I'm just going to keep filming and keep doing it. And also, I will be doing a giveaway when I hit a milestone number of subscribers. So make sure that you get all your friends to subscribe, because I'm hoping it'll be a worldwide giveaway. Until then, bye bye.